On this week's edition of Oddball SMC Ceiling Fans, what you see here today is a SMC Futura ceiling fan model KF52. It's a 3-speed reversible fan and it dates to sometime around the 1990s. This fan here utilizes one of those oddball style SMC motors. I think it's like a 137 millimeter, whatever one they used in the DC42. It's basically that in a nutshell with a 52-inch blade span. This fan here is in the white and polished brass finish. And as far as I know, these were sold at Kmart in the US and then sold in Canada at Sears. And as far as I know as well, these did come in 3 different finishes. They came in a polished brass finish, white and brass as you see here, and a gunmetal and polished brass finish. The blades on this fan are reversible from white to a bleached oak, and I'm drawing a blank and I can't figure anything out, but they're reversible from white to a bleached oak. I got a pair of these. Both of these came from the Futura Restore out in the Raleigh-Durham area. I spent $22 on both fans. So if you know me, that Restore, usually I find a lot of fans, good fans that come in and out of there. And every time that I have been to that Restore in the past year, I have found something. So I'm very glad that I picked these up. This one is definitely the better condition one performance-wise of the two that I have. This one's bearings isn't as bad as the second ones are, but if I will get some oil at some point and oil the second one's bearings down. But these are rather obscure models. You don't see very many of these. This is basically SMC's answer to the Spirit of Saturn. And we're going to go ahead and start this fan on low, and I'll keep explaining about it. So, this was basically a copy of the Spirit of Saturn, but kind of like an SMC version of it. This is the second oddball SMC that I own. The other one I have is a KF52, which I'm not entirely sure the model name of, or the actual name of that fan. I just know it as an KF52. Excuse me. But both fans did come 100% complete. The only difference is I added this SMC pull fob on this one, as this one did not come with a fob while the other one did. So I'm pretty happy that I got both of these, and I'm glad that I get to enjoy these fans. Eventually, I would love to do a dual install with 2 of these. That would be pretty awesome, honestly. But the second fan, whenever I decide to feature that fan, will be showing the bleached oak side of the blades, just so you guys kind of know the difference between fan 1 and fan 2. Anyways, we're going to go ahead to medium and see what this fan does. And performance-wise, this fan isn't terrible. This fan's pretty decent for what it is. But it does have some audible hums, as typical with SMCs from this time. Now, I feel like that these fans were installed either in a home or a business, as they definitely were put to good use, and they were somewhat dusty when I got them, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So medium speed is pretty average. Definitely get a nice little breeze out of it. Now we're going to go to high, but I will note I am not going to keep this fan on high for very long, as it does wobble pretty badly on high. Even the high speed has a pretty good speed out of pretty good breeze out of it as well. You feel airflow on all 3 speeds of this fan, which is pretty awesome. And I know like some SMCs are shit, especially around this time, but they definitely had a few good models that were pretty good. I have a DC42 from around 1992, and that thing absolutely rips, which DC42s are way better in performance than the DC52. I am not necessarily a fan of the DC52 that much. I just think they don't look as good, but they're still a good fan to have, and they do last a pretty long time. But the only thing I don't like about this one is the bearings. But otherwise else, it's great. It's definitely had its use over the years, that's for sure. But a little bit of oil to the bearings, and I'm sure this thing will be good as new. Anyways, this is the SMC Futura ceiling fan, model KF52. This is Ginger Fan Studios here. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a great day and take care.